Welcome back to the Realist Reviews. Today's review is focused on Netflix original series entitled The Journalist. And the official synopsis of The Journalist is: a dedicated journalist doggedly pursues the truth about a government corruption scandal, even as powerful enemies seek to neutralize her reporting. And before I give out my review, please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what I should review next. The Journalist as a TV show, I thought it was an interesting TV show. I did like it a lot as it was based on a 2019 movie with the same title. And apparently the director of that movie also directed this TV show as well. So interesting fact to say the least. I'm gonna say the first things that I enjoyed about this TV show were the performances from all the actors. I felt like all of them gave out a good performance when it came with their characters. As with their characters, you had reporters, politicians, news reporters. You just had each character being drastically different from one another. And with these characters, you could clearly tell who was protagonist, antagonist, and who could possibly be those two. But the performances by all of the actors were really good nonetheless. I really did like the story for what it was, as I think this story covers a lot of just different themes and topics, such as the media, corruption, bribery, extortion, how people and how people that are in the political world or in the media world will do everything that they possibly can to keep their position and will either sell out somebody, extort somebody, or just make somebody the scapegoat for their false reports and everything. Like in this TV show, the media was a huge factor in many of the characters' lives, as each of the reports that was provided, it would be different than one another. Some of it being the truth, some of it being completely fabricated to benefit that reporter and everything. And this just shows you how corrupt many people are in the media world and the political world, and some of the things that they will do to make sure that certain things stay that way, and how they will screw over and just make any innocent person the scapegoat when it comes with it. As there were a lot of different characters in this show that sadly suffered the fatal consequences of messing with the wrong person, and that person just basically making their lives a living hell and causing them to do some pretty horrible things to themselves. And they even mentioned a certain pandemic that is real life going on right now. And I'm not going to say it because I'm not trying to get demonetized for obvious reasons. But yeah, I felt like the story was pretty interesting nonetheless. The cinematography for the most part was good as always. Like nothing much else there to say. I would say maybe the only things that I did not like about this TV show was that this TV show was definitely a slow burn. Like, it takes its time for things to build up. It takes its time for stuff to happen. And then whenever it happens, it just be like a boom all over in your face and everything. And that's not a bad thing, but I felt like at times this show did that just a little bit too much when it came with some of the plots. But that was all. But I would say despite that, I felt like The Journalist was an interesting TV show nonetheless. Good characters, interesting story, and yeah, and how I would rate The Journalist out of 5 stars. I would rate The Journalist maybe 3.5 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.